Welcome back to Vibration Mastermind. Today, we tackle a quiet drain on your energy, money anxiety. And I want to show you 3 tiny 90-second rituals that, when done repeatedly, build real confidence. No drama, no big bets, just small, repeatable moves you can start today.
Let's dive in. Picture this. You check your balance, your chest tightens, and suddenly every choice feels heavy. Those moments chip away at how you show up. The trick here is evidence, small financial evidence that says, I can handle this. When tiny moves are safe and consistent, identity shifts quietly and powerfully.
Right. Today's rule is safety first. Everything I suggest is low risk and reversible. Treat these rituals as experiments, 90 seconds each, easy to undo, and designed to remove story so you can act with clarity instead of fear. Ritual 1. The reality check. It takes about 90 seconds. 3 steps. 1. Glance at your ledger or app to confirm one specific number. No narrative, just fact. 2. State a one-line truth that quiets the story. Say something like, I have X dollars available right now, and I will handle the next step. 3. Log it privately, one line in a note app, or a discrete checkbox you keep on your phone.
Imagine a missed invoice that should have come but didn't. Quick ledger glance, notice the date and amount. One-line truth. Invoice not received yet. I will follow up by Friday. Log it. Open your notes, write the line, check a box. That removes the what-if story and gives you a next action. Impulse weekend spending that rattled you. Ledger glance, exact amount, then truth. This was a choice. I'm tracking it and moving on. Write it down privately so you see it later without shame. The aim is to convert drama into data.
Perfect. Ritual 2. The micro deposit. Pick a tiny automatic transfer you won't notice in day-to-day cash flow. Something like $3 to $10 or a local equivalent small amount. Schedule it weekly or twice monthly into a dedicated account. The psychological goal isn't the money itself, it's ownership. You automate a tiny win so your brain records, I can save and control this.
Set a $5 transfer every Friday into a separate savings bucket. If $5 is too much, start at $3. If it's easy after a week, don't rush to escalate. First, you need the evidence rule. Get one measurable micro outcome in 3 days before changing anything. Also set a hard maximum you won't exceed unless your budget comfortably allows it.
Witnessing options matter for privacy and pressure. You can make this private, automate it without announcing to others, or use a trusted witness, like a partner, who knows it's a low-key experiment. Avoid public posts that turn the move into performance theater. The repetition is what counts, not applause.
Ritual 3. Intent tagging. When you make a small purchase or move a deposit, add a single-purpose label that describes the why. Keep it short. Examples I like are buffer, momentum, or a rain check. Put that tag in your transaction note, your savings sub-account name, or your pocket notebook. Over time, seeing that tag next to a transaction trains future choices. It's tiny but directional.
Use templates and rotate them. Try one tag for 3 instances before deciding it helps. If a tag is ignored after a week, drop or change it. Sample tags. Buffer for emergency-oriented money. Practice for small investments in skill or tools. Test for experiments you want to iterate on. The rule? Keep tags simple and honest.
First, a quick reality check. 1 number glance and 1 line truth. Second, confirm your micro deposit is scheduled or just created. Third, intent tag 1 recent expense or the deposit with a short label. Do this 3 times over different days to build rhythm.
Next, the 3-day micro-invest experiment. Metrics to track. Calm on a 1 to 5 scale. Clarity, yes, no, and 1 micro outcome, like a small saved amount or a follow-up scheduled. The experiment is strict and conservative. Pick defaults, run 3 days, record results, and only escalate after you meet the evidence rule. If you feel strain at any point, pause and lower the amount.
Common failure modes to watch for. 1. Performative deposits, doing it for likes or attention instead of owning the habit. 2. Punitive stakes, making the ritual a punishment. 3. Over-indexing on symbolic moves without behavior change. Spot them by asking, did this move create one measurable result? If not, simplify.
Okay, let's run a guided micro session together. Short and practical. If you're driving, wait until you're parked. If you can, grab your phone or a pen. We'll do a single reality check now.
Ready? First, glance at your most accessible financial number. Your checking balance, a recent transaction list, whatever you use. Find one precise figure. Don't narrate, just see the number.
Got the number? Now speak a one-line truth aloud or into a note. Something like, I have X dollars available and my next step is Y. Keep it short. If you don't know step Y yet, say, I will check or follow up by time. Write that line or check a box in your notes.
Finally, tag one recent small purchase or the deposit you just scheduled with a one-word intent. If you don't want to write, pick a tag mentally. Buffer, practice, test. Commit to that tag for 3 uses and observe whether it nudges your choices.
If you completed that, well done. Tiny evidence has started. Now, schedule a micro deposit for your conservative default. Even $3 or $5 will do. Automate it if possible. Remember the 3-day rule. Track calm, clarity, and one micro outcome before you change anything.
If you try this today, send a short note in your private journal or a self-message. Day 1, calm, X/5. Clarity, yes, no. Outcome, what happened. Small records compound into confidence. And if it feels silly at first, that's expected. The point is to create repeatable, low-stakes wins.
Before we go, a quick checklist you can screenshot or write down. Reality check, one number glance and one-line truth. Micro deposit, $3 to $10 default, schedule and privacy rule. Intent tag, one-word label, rotate after 3 uses. Run the 3-day micro-invest experiment, measure results, and adjust slowly.
All right, try the 3 steps, and if you feel comfortable, share one small result in our community or your private journal. Keep it private if that helps you avoid performance pressure. Tiny moves, consistent repetition. That's the lever.
Thanks for listening. Next episode, we'll build on whichever ritual you stuck with and show how to scale evidence without losing safety. Until then, stay intentional and simple.